So what is the truth about Sukuna and the how to evolve Itadori, right? Because a lot of people have seen the Anime Vanguards Update 1 trailer. They might have thought to themselves, well, bro, Sukuna was part of that trailer. Where's Sukuna? How do I get him? And most of all, if Sukuna is from Itadori's evolution, how do I evolve Itadori into Sukuna? Like, that's a question that a lot of people have in their minds right now. So today I'm going to be answering that question, okay? By the way, guys, if you aren't subscribed yet, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers before this year ends, and we are going to be doing a giveaway, huge giveaway at 40,000 subscribers, where I'm going to be giving away a bunch of stuff to everyone. So if you want to be part of it, all you have to do is like, subscribe, open the notification bell, and also join our Discord down below. And without further ado, let's move on with this video. So the truth with Sukuna or Itadori right now is that he is currently not obtainable. So what that basically means is Sukuna right now, as it currently stands, is an unobtainable unit. And if you hop on over here on evolve and try and evolve Itadori, it will say this vessel is not ready yet. And basically the reason why it's saying that is because Sukuna is currently not yet in the game. So if you check collection right here, you're not gonna see Sukuna right here. Okay? This is Julius, the leaderboard. This is Mekamaru, which is the tournament. This is the tournament reward. This is Maito, leaderboards reward. Rengoku. This is Toji, and then this is Alucard right here. Right. So Sukuna right here now is nowhere to be found because he is currently unobtainable. He's not in the game yet. So the truth is, Sukuna isn't completely released yet, right? Sukuna hasn't been released yet, and we are going to take a look at some things that they mentioned on Discord, talk about it, so you guys can know that I'm saying is true. So this one right here, he is a question helper. So this guy right here is a question helper. He even has a channel. He basically said there is Shinito GS and Sukuna will come at a later date. It's soon, I promise. So Sukuna is currently unobtainable. You can currently not yet get Sukuna. This guy right here is a tester, further mentioning that. So why can I get Sukuna? He will be obtainable very soon, but at the moment you can't. So essentially what I think is happening right now is Sukuna is unobtainable for a reason. Now if you go into their sub announcements right here, or even in their Anime Vanguards trailer, you will notice that a lot of people actually commented about Sukuna's face. So what I'm thinking is possibly happened, or my theory on what possibly happened, is they basically had to remodel Sukuna, maybe get his face changed, and there wasn't enough time to add him into update 1. I think that's a possible theory. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna be delaying Sukuna into another update, which could potentially be next week, right? Because the faces is much easier to get than the entire model. So potentially Sukuna could be releasing next week. However, and by the way, there's also things like this. For example, so Sukuna Shrine, this was yesterday at 9:30 a.m. Sukuna Shrine for Anime Vanguard. So Sukuna is mostly finished, right? So Sukuna is mostly finished, as you guys can see right here. He already has his shrine, and he already has been shown in the Anime Vanguard's trailer. However, I think he is not yet released because of a few certain reasons. So either one, they were unable to finish it, because if you go scroll up in some announcements, they did say that we were not able to finalize everything that was needed for this update. So maybe it's potential that they just couldn't get him done on time. But potentially, there's also another potential reason on what happened, right? I think what they're potentially doing right now is they're going to be delaying Sukuna because Halloween is going to be coming soon. It's going to be coming in 7 days or a week. So potentially what could be happening is they're going to be delaying Sukuna, and they're going to be making him the focus of that Halloween event, so that they won't have to design a completely new unit for Halloween event, right? So maybe they're gonna make an entire event just for Sukuna and just for evolving Yuji, which I think is kind of awesome, because Sukuna is gonna have a very special obtainment method that's maybe linked into this Halloween. But at the same time, I kind of wish that Sukuna just released for this update, right? I hope Sukuna just released for this update and they would make an entirely new stuff for their Halloween update. But again, it is kind of a smart thing for them to do, because by doing this, they can essentially hit two birds with one stone. Number one, they could create a Halloween event, and number two, they can, you know, just use one of their units that can match the Halloween event, add it into that Halloween event. It's basically less work for them and so much more rewards, right? So instead of making new units for the Halloween event, they can just, you know, use Sukuna, which can fit for Halloween, add him as the focus of that Halloween event, and then essentially have a very awesome Halloween event without doing that much work, because Sukuna is already a complete unit, right? So they're still gonna have to work on this Halloween event if that's ever going to be the task they're going to, because again, that might be what they're gonna be doing, or it's possible that it also just got delayed. However, I just doubt that it got delayed, because again, the shrine for Sukuna is already out, showcase for Sukuna has already been out, his other stuff has already been out and sneaked. So I think it's unlikely, and very most likely not the case, that it's because of delays. It's most likely, more than definitely, probably because they want to keep him for a Halloween update. Because if you actually go take a look at, you know, the situation with Anime Vanguards this past couple of days, people have been complaining with update schedule, update time, and why the update doesn't release. So maybe they want to kind of give us something good by releasing two quote-unquote updates back to back. But essentially, this next quote-unquote update or Halloween event, if this is going to be the road that they're going to be taking, again, if this is going to be the road that they're going to be taking, it will make it seem as if there's two updates back to back, so that people will complain less, essentially. So they're basically splitting up update 1, not necessarily splitting up update 1, but just getting one of the very most awesome stuff for update 1, which is Sukuna, and then just giving him into the Halloween, right? So essentially what I think is going to be happening, or just to summarize everything that I yapped about, is Sukuna is part of update 1, but they probably decided that it's better to just give Sukuna to the Halloween event that they could be doing, and that's probably what they're planning right now, so that they could hit two birds with one stone and, you know, not have to design a complete new Halloween unit. You know, basically just take one of the units that's supposed to be up for update 1 and move it to Halloween. Right? And honestly, I don't mind that Sukuna's going to be releasing next week, or if it releases next week. I am gonna mind, however, if it doesn't release next week, okay? If he releases like 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, I am going to mind. If he releases like 2-3 weeks from now, I am gonna mind. But if he releases next week for Halloween, I'm not gonna mind at all, because there's already a bunch of stuff that they released for this update. Again, update 1 isn't really the biggest update. Let's be honest here, update 1 wasn't really that big. It was kind of a medium-sized update, you know, medium-sized update. They added tournaments, they added 2 new maps and stuff like that. So it's not really that, you know, small. It's a decent-sized update, but the grind, you know, the grind is what I'm talking about here. The grind for the units are absolutely insane. Like, for example, to evolve Gojo, you need 20 fingers, a bunch of green essence stones. You need so much. You basically need around 180 green stars, maybe even more. I think around 200 plus green stars and 20 fingers. That's basically more than a day of grinding. Yeah, so I don't mind that Sukuna is gonna be releasing next week, because it gives us time to grind for all these other units, instead of, you know, grinding for another unit like Sukuna, which is more than likely going to be grindy as hell as well when he finally releases next week. I bet that he's gonna be grindy as well. So what do you think about Sukuna being unobtainable and, you know, Halloween event, Halloween update, if ever that's gonna be a thing? What do you think about it? Is it a good idea? So comment it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.